Good Tuesday morning, folks. Grab the umbrella as you head out the door. Here's a look at Exact Track 4D. Some steady light rain overtaking the area. Now, radar sweeps picking up a little bit of freezing drizzle from Lansing to Owasso, but that's likely coming down as liquid precipitation by the time it hits the surface because that radar sweep is aloft in the upper atmosphere. But Waterford, Novi catching a little lull. That's where that little break is in the rain. The rest of us all contending with those rain showers. And this is going to continuously fill in. You see what's off in Howell along I-96. That'll make its way towards Milford, West Bloomfield, Novi. So if you do have a little bit of a break from about north of Plymouth Township up towards Waterford, you still have more rain that'll arrive if you're heading out within the next 15-20 minutes. In fact, those rain chances stick with us through the morning rush hour drive and become much more isolated a little bit later this morning and through the lunch hour before more widespread heavier rain returns tonight. Live look outside Southfield. You can see traffic volumes only on one side of the freeway there. That 696 construction in effect. And Kim was mentioning a little while ago she's seen a few raindrops here and there. So, of course, that's going to impact, not only the folks that are driving around town, but especially those that are trying to get around the construction. So 36 degrees at Metro Airport, 33 in Pontiac, 36 in Grosse Ile and Port Huron. And southerly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. But it's that southerly flow of air that'll take us above average today. So warmer day compared to yesterday, 51 for the afternoon high. We hold on to the cloud cover and we're in and out of the rain, so it's a wipers on, wipers off type of day. I think around the dinner hour, we're probably not contending with too much. It'll be after sunset that rain really arrives. So here's a look through the morning where we have the widespread rain by 8 o'clock, still contending with that to clip that tail end of the morning rush hour drive. But by noon, probably a break or two, a couple little scattered pockets of rain. And then by 8 or 9, that's when we start to amp up the coverage intensity of the rain. Check out what happens by midnight, some heavy downpours. And so that might wake you up while you're sleeping as we'll have some heavy rain rolling through. That's to our north into the tip of the thumb by about 5:30 tomorrow morning. So this will be more of an overnight pre-dawn event, but we could still have a few of these scattered showers, especially tomorrow afternoon, working its way in as we're getting on the back edge of this system. So even as the bulk of that rain pushes out before daybreak tomorrow, we're not done with rain quite yet. In fact, we could even see some rain mixed with snow by the time you wake up Thursday morning. Winds will be picking up tomorrow, 30 mile per hour gusts, even upward of that coming out of the south. So that's pumping in that warmer air that gets us close to 60. So windy but warm, but also wet on Wednesday. All the W's we're throwing at you for Wednesday because of the forecast. However, Thursday morning, check this out. It'll be even gustier, 43 mile per hour wind gusts forecasted, but it's coming out of the northwest. So that's going to give us a surge of Arctic air and a noticeable difference in those temperatures come Thursday. So it's breezy Thursday with that colder air. Watch what happens to that precipitation before daybreak Thursday. Some snowflakes mixing in, a lot of that out by 9 or 10. So the duration's pretty short. That's why we don't anticipate much in the form of accumulation, but could create a few slick spots. And as far as Friday afternoon, south of I-94, you might see a little rain snow mix, and that's really about it. We changed the clocks this weekend, so just a reminder, we spring forward Saturday night going into Sunday morning, and those temperatures will be springing forward next week because this weekend we're on either side of 40, but close to 50 Monday and maybe even into the 60s by the middle of next week. That's your future forecast.
I wish I could do that. When you get that nice bump in temperatures, you wish it was sunny out there and you could go outside and enjoy it, and that's not going to be the case today. We will get a few breaks, lulls in the rain today, so it's not a complete washout, but this morning certainly looks like it on radar where we have the widespread rain. And that pink you see from Owasso towards Lansing would indicate some freezing rain or a little sleet mixing in, but that's likely in the upper atmosphere radar sweep up in the sky, and so that will melt by the time it hits the surface. Temperatures this morning above the freezing mark, so I do anticipate this to all be liquid precipitation. You get south of Metro Airport, so there's just this little small pocket of air from about Romulus to Monroe that's a bit drier, but this is all going to be filling in. So really, it's going to be hard to find a spot that's not dealing with rain this morning, but we'll tilt radar just a little bit here where you can see from Carlton to Belleville down towards Monroe, the little break. So if you're trying to beat the rain, get outside right now, and then you'll have those wipers on as you're driving to and from your locations today. Rain chances definitely widespread through about 9 o'clock. Then we start to see this become a bit more isolated and scattered throughout the day. By the dinner hour, I think that we're pretty dry at that point. It's going to be after sunset that we get more widespread and intense coverage with the rain, meaning some heavy downpours could roll through tonight. Here's a live look at Southfield. We've been showing this camera this morning just to show you, hey, there's somebody on the side that's not supposed to be over there. I'm sure that's an MDOT crew, but there is somebody driving on the side that is all closed off. And so we do have, damp conditions out there, but just note that it could slow you down a little more than what even those orange barrels are. 36 degrees at Metro Airport, 33 in Pontiac, 34 in Grosse Ile, same in Port Huron. Southerly winds about 5 miles per hour. So that southerly flow of air is what's bringing us the warmth today. 51 for the afternoon high, but spring-like temperatures coming with some of those spring-like showers. So let's walk through the timeline of when to expect the rain. So through 9 o'clock, we're talking about the widespread rain, but by noon, cloudy skies, couple pockets of some sprinkles or light showers around, but that dances around the area, not everyone getting it. Now by 9 o'clock tonight, here comes the widespread stuff. Maybe a sliver or two of more moderate rain, but watch what happens with the colors here by midnight. We're talking moderate to heavy rain rolling through, maybe even a heavy downpour that could wake you up while you're sleeping at midnight. This does push north in the thumb by 5 a.m. And so a lot of this will be out before daybreak, but we're not done with the wet weather. Watch how those scattered rain showers just kind of go off and on throughout the day, even well into the afternoon. So just plan for a wet Wednesday, but also windy, given that those wind gusts will be upward of 30 miles per hour. It's a southerly flow of wind, so that'll take us to 58. That's pumping in the warmth from the south. But as winds shift out of the northwest by Thursday morning, and wind gusts around 40 miles per hour, that brings us a surge of colder air come Thursday, which means Thursday morning's precipitation could change over to snow. Here's a look at midnight Wednesday and Thursday morning. It starts as rain, and watch the changeover. By 6 o'clock, we have some wet snowflakes. The duration of that event short, so we're not anticipating a ton of accumulation, if any. But by the time we get to Friday afternoon, a little rain snow mix again along and south of I-94. Full forecast either side of 40 beginning Thursday all the way through the weekend. Then we're close to 50 Monday, maybe even 60s by the middle of next week. Darnell?